Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Just Josh 117 channel. Tonight we are playing Satisfactory, my newest addiction. Now, what we have here tonight is the third installment of our Satisfactory series. I guess you could say third installment. I don't know, installment, addition, subtraction, multiplication. Okay, I've been working with students too much. So, we're going to jump right in here to our JJ117, and we're going to go in. Hey, Ali. Hey, Grease. Thank you guys so much for jumping in tonight. Great to see you. I guess it's not newest anymore. Yeah, technically not newest anymore. We played plenty of games since then. Oh, I meant to check real quick. Where's my Steam? Here we go. You guys are going to see the game for just a second. I just got to check my total play time on something. Wow. So, Switch 2, right? That happened yesterday. Whole direct for it. We talked extensively about it. That will, or my thoughts, my initial thoughts on it, that will be in the VOD going up tomorrow because we missed Tuesday. So, Wednesday is now going up on Friday. This one is going up on Saturday. That's where I talked about all my thoughts there. Go watch the direct after the stream if you haven't. It's about an hour long. And I don't want to get any spoilers, right? Next week is fair game. Next week I can talk about whatever I want to talk about that. But I kept my thoughts to there. So yeah, let's hop right into it. But yeah, since we've started playing this game, we played things like Repo and Schedule 1 and what's another example I thought of? No, Sketchy's Contract came way before that. Never mind. Lethal Company would be like the overall thing. Okay, I'm trying to see how the stream looks when I pan around. It doesn't look terrible, but I have one idea that I want to try to fix. Gameplay, and we are going to adjust our sensitivity. Where's that at? Enable mouse smoothing. Let me try putting motion blur on. What does that look like? Conveyor belt render distance. Okay, apply. Now what does that look like? Does the blur look worse or better? To me, it doesn't really change much. So we're just going to roll with that. It looks fine to me to move rapidly. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to figure out. Maybe if I turn the graphics down? That might help because it's rendering less. Oh, God. Oh, God, that looks awful. That looks terrible. I hear laughter from upstairs, too. It's like, yeah, all right, that looks terrible. So on the flip side of it, what happens if we turn it all the way up? Does my computer just die? Like, is that what's going to happen in a second? It doesn't actually look that different. Did I apply them? Did I apply the settings? Am I dumb? I applied the settings. Okay. There's no sensitivity. Weird. Okay. Where was the other thing I turned on? The motion blur or whatever. Where does that go? Where is that at? There it is. Let's turn that off. Let's just put everything back to the way it was. And then let me check my Where is my There it is. I got to see if you guys can hear the music in the game. Sort of. Okay. Audio, master volume. Oh, that would be why. There we go. So it's not so quiet, you know? Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do. Not going to lie, man. It looks exactly the same. Yeah. Oh. Oh, it's struggling even for me. Yeah, that's too much. Okay. Back to oh, cuz I turned it to ultra. Back to medium. All right. I'll just try to be careful with how fast I'm moving the screen around. And it'll be fine. But yeah, how's everybody doing? How's life? I'm just happy to be back in the game. I've missed playing this on stream. I've played my personal profile basically to as far as I can get it. Without going past where Level Up Mel and I were. We had a bit of an agreement around that. But we have some new objectives. So, our objective build the space elevator, milestone part assembly. So, let's start with the space elevator. You guys want to see how big this thing is? Look at this craziness. Look at this. Look at this gigantic, crazy thing. I could put it right there, actually. No, I kind of want to like have it in a semi-flat-ish area. But it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. I'm in like the worst flat-ish area I could ever be in. Like I'm getting spaces to uneven messages all over the place. I think theirs should work. It is so gigantic. Just watching it build is so cool. So you got that stuff up in the sky. That's eventually going to connect with it. Hold on. It's so cool.
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The space elevator will now automatically connect with the Project Assembly orbital platform. Project assembly is divided into phases, each of which require the delivery of project parts, such as smart plating, via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore, and exploit. It is time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day program, the largest united undertaking in human history, destined to save us all. Earth is in peril and only Fix-It pioneers offer hope for survival. Fix-It is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. Do not let Fix-It down.
You know, no pressure or anything like that. What exactly does the space elevator do? So, to my understanding so far, is you're kind of rebuilding humanity. So, what I've only been able to use space elevator for so far is to get products from the surface to space. I'm not sure what the end goal is. So we'll find that out together. So if we go over here to our little space elevator configuration, we need 50 of something called smart plating. We're going to unlock that through our next couple buildings. We're going to unlock the buildings we need to construct it, as well as get access to resources that we need to make it. So, part assembly. That is our first objective, our first milestone. So I have a handy dandy storage container here with all the materials we need. Oh my god, I can just put them all in. Look at that. Crazy. Boop.
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly. Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator. By completing your contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve Fix-It company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note: humans cannot craft project parts. Do not worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. Fix-It cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources.
The writing of this game is just so funny to me. It is something. So, we unlocked something called the assembler, which allows us to feed in 2 resources to get an output. We're going to need some of the reinforced iron plates and rotors. I don't think I have extra rotors. I think I might have extra reinforced iron plates. No, I skipped on both of those. Great. Awesome. Budget cuts, people. Budget cuts. So, in order to make the rotors... Oh, I can make the reinforced iron plates already. Sweet, let's do that. How many I need? 8, I think. And it was 8 of these and then 4 rotors. It would be good to get an assembler up and running right away. You're inadequate graphics. Yeah. It's so funny. Dude, the writing is so great. Okay. Assembler. Cool. So, where in the world do I put it? That is the question. We're going to put it. For now, we're just going to stick it right there. So I can connect it to that storage container. So, we need to make smart plating. Well, in order to make smart plating, we need 1 reinforced iron plate and 1 rotor. In order to get reinforced iron plates, we need iron plates and screws. In order to get rotors, we need iron rods and screws. So it's going to take a little bit of finagling, but I should have enough of everything. So we need to make a second assembler if I can. Let me see if I have enough resources on me to do it first. What do we need? 2 more rotors, and then 8 more reinforced iron plates, which we can make just barely enough. And then we can sit down and make our reinforced iron plating and the rotors. From there, we can then make the smart iron plating. So we're going to build a second assembler, and we're going to just put it right next to the first one, honestly. Just make it nice and easy. So we need 2 more storage containers. Right? We need 1 there, and let's just say we'll put 1. There works just fine. So we're going to worry about this in a minute. We're going to have reinforced iron plates and rotors. So the material we need to be going into both of these are those screws. We're going to run out of screws really quick. So this side requires what? Iron plates. So we're going to take out all the iron plates. We're going to put them in here. I'm going to take out the 175 just so I have some of them on me. And then, on the other side of it... Oh, I see what the problem is. Okay, let me put a second storage container just on top. And, oh, do I have the... Yes, okay. This is going to take a little finagling. Just kind of stick with me here. So we're going to put a second storage container up here. And we are actually going to disconnect this real quick. So we are going to... Can I just do that? Nope, too slow. So we're going to branch this out a little bit. And we're going to see if I can branch this out at all. No. Okay. Conveyor lift. That looks terrible. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Conveyor lift. It's still reversed. Do that. Do that. And then... Cannot do the conveyor belt. Okay. So, reverse that. We are going to put all of our screws into the top bin, and then we'll move all of our iron rods to there. So let me rebuild this and do... Whoops, don't do that. Don't stab my own container here. Oh, hey, Mort. So I'll make sure I said hey. How you doing? How's life? Man, this is just not working for you. Yeah. It's like my entire life. No, I'm just kidding. Just joshing you, as it were, you know. So the only problem we're going to run into with this is power, right? In order to power these assemblers, they take significantly more power than our other machines do. But we're going to try not to focus too much on that. Let's first off just get everything to where it needs to go. All right? All right. So, that to that, and that to that. Excellent start, right? Excellent start. Nope, just kidding. That needs to go here. There we go. Okay. So now we have this come down. And I don't know if this will be enough space to split it. It looks like it's not going to be able to. Okay. So can we make this and then split it? I saw a spot. There we go. And then do that. That can't turn that way. That's fair. That's fair. Here's what we're gonna do. This is where this is gonna get stupid, okay? Stick with me here for a second. So we're gonna make this. Oh, this is gonna be dumb. This is never gonna work, but if it works, I'm gonna laugh. So we are gonna make this go up above, right? And then let me put this one here, right? This one here. And then we're going to rotate it so that it's facing that one, right? With me so far? And then we do that. How dumb is that? Okay. Oh man, I love everything about that. And by love, I mean I hate looking at it for more than 5 seconds. I'm just kidding. Finding solutions, right? Solution oriented here, folks. Here's what we're going to do. We have one of these not actually running right now, right? One of these productions is paused. I don't remember how much an assembler, how much fuel it takes. 15. Okay, so this by itself does 30. Okay. So never mind. We are just going to connect it. So we're going to turn this on. And we're just going to connect it straight up. So both of these assemblers are about to be connected with the power line. Bingo, bango, bongo. Okay. Now, normally what you want to do is you want to have a storage container on the other end of this. There's no need for that. We're not going to be producing enough to need to that. Right. We're just not. It's just not going to happen. Is it dumb if it works? I mean, I guess by working, it's therefore not dumb. So we're maxing out our power again, but we got our assemblers going. So I count that as a win. I count that as a win. Let me get some more screws in here just so the machine doesn't run out. There we go. Because the machine's going to have a problem keeping so many screws in there. But hopefully by giving it some of each, it should be fine. All right. So we're going to have a lot of that stuff. And eventually what we want to do is make a third assembler and then have both of these products go into a third one. But I don't have the power output for that yet, so we're sticking with that. So our little shuttle thing came back down. So we can select another milestone. Skipping jump pads for now, we're going to go to Logistics Mark II. We're going to come up to our handy-dandy little storage container up here. That just so happens to have everything we need in it. Are you kidding? Do you guys think I would let you sit through me, like, producing this stuff for like half an hour? No. That's not good content. There we go. Boop.
Milestone reached. Fixit would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient. Don't disappoint Fixit.
So what they're saying is don't ride the conveyor belts. Like so. I'm now on a list. It's great. Oh, I forgot these are sitting here. Do I have anything in here? No? Okay, good. So our biofuel is going. Oh, we have plenty. We have plenty of biofuel. We're going to be fine. Okay. So, looking at our assemblers so far. Not bad. Not bad, guys. Hey, if it works, it works. I don't care if it's dumb. If it works, it works. Let me just put more screws in there so the rotors can continue. It's always an early game challenge to keep the screws going. So you know what we can do, actually? Let me grab that. Because this produces 20, and this takes what, 15, right? Yes. So I can load this up and put an assembler on it, and then call that a day, right? I can just go ahead and automate all of this. So rotate that around, get that going. And then connect literally just with that to that. I don't really care. And then have that make the smart plating. And then have that. Whoops. Go directly. Okay, well, maybe I'll build it semi-properly. How about that? Boom. Look at that. I love this game. So now, automatically, the smart plating that we produce is going to go into the space elevator. Unless this is not wanting to do anything. No power. I just connected you to the... Oh, I probably put it on standby. Yeah. There we go. Cool. All right. And we'll just put any extra plating and rotors we got in there. Because that's our goal, right? That's what we're trying to get done. Okay. So that's pretty well set up. That's a really weird way of doing it. But works for me. And as long as we don't run out of biomass, we're good. We're set. Now, there's no way to channel biomass into this burner the way I have it going for these two burners, but it saves me making one, so I'm not going to worry about it. Build the conveyor belt. Love this game. The thing I love about it is just how much of it you can automate. Because almost any other game would be like, all right, craft this, then make this, then do this. That's all being done now. I can just go off somewhere else if I really wanted to. In fact, I think we will. You guys want to go over there? Let's go over there. You know, bump the pod. Let's go over there. I find it to be satisfactory, if you will. Okay. But I'm assuming that is copper. No. Is it iron? Yes. Okay. I don't need to bother those enemies for copper or iron right now. Wait, is there more iron over here? What? Why is there so much iron? Okay. I mean, I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to question it. Iron is the most plentiful resource in the game, but, like, come on. Got more berries? I got my berries. Or whatever the old Vine reference is. Oh, we got more plants. Cool. We got more, I'm going to guess that's copper. Yes, sir. So we got more trees and biomass and stuff. Looking good, looking good. I'll just grab what I can here. And then we got a little cave. We got some limestone. We got a little cave. What's going on over here? We got a little cave. Oh! Oh, that's good to find. Look at that. Okay. Let me kill these enemies real quick, and we can get there. Alright, no need to headbutt me. Come at me, bro. Yeah, run in the wall. You are not the most evolved being here, that's for sure. Mercer Sphere!
The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application. Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption. Just because it looks like you can eat it, does not mean it won't eat you. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
See real-world applicable knowledge. Am I finding, like, the Amazon rainforest over here? What's going on? We got some water. You guys got any water? Oh, man. It just looks so cool, dude. Like, I have friends that have hundreds of hours into this game. I'm definitely going to be one of those people. Oh, Allie, since you're here, I was checking at the beginning of the stream for my total hours in Lethal Company. 181 or like 87 or something is the total number. Which, everything considered, that doesn't... I don't think that surprises any of us. Alright, I gotta get up to get that thing. Do I have enough rods with me? Oh, I can't build the ladders yet. Oh, okay. Good to know, good to know. This is how you build ramps, right? Got him. This is actually a pretty nice little... oh, there's another one. Literally another one of the spheres we just got earlier. All right, bet. Oh, this must be iron. Okay, I heard a roar. Oh, hey, guys. How you doing? All right, this is bullying. Can you stop running? God. Aha! I am smarter. I can jump. That's not true. Just because I can jump does not make me smarter. Fact check. You heard it here first, folks. Does it count as a fact check if you're fact checking yourself? Eh, probably. I'm surprised there's nothing around it. Howdy.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
Deforestation. Ooh. All right. We're getting much farther than I thought we were gonna go. We got to the cliffs, guys. I wonder where this is gonna take us. Hopefully he's not stuttering too much as I'm running. It's just much quicker to run than to just walk. Got a third one. I didn't think we were gonna get three. Ah, yes, more. Wait a minute. What the? How the? Huh? How did we get turned around? Hold on. How did we get turned around? Did it just go in a circle? Oh, yeah, it looks like it did. Okay, cool. That messed me up for a second. I was like, how did we just... Because I swear we were going in the right direction. All right, I just saw you from over there. There you are. You're trying to hide. There's something growling at me. Oh, that thing. There's something growling at me. Oh, it's an enemy. Usually that would be what's growling at you, you know. Fun fact of the day over there. Oh, I need those. There we go. Oh, hey.
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized as compatible with the human digestive system by Fixit, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
copy that. Copy that on consume it and worry about the consequences later. You're still following me. Well, you're determined. I'll give you that. Get wrecked. He had some serious determination. Oh, I can't even jump over the dune. There we go. Oh, I forgot to take apart my ramps. Oh, well. Well, that was a fun little foray into the wild, right? And you can get so distracted in this game and just go off like that. It's very, very fun to do. Like I just did. You saw it here first. You can get distracted. Even without ADHD. Satisfactory is like your ADHD. That's not valid at all. Don't take that seriously. It goes to space. It's so cute and it's so funny and it's crazy. There's not a lot else in the game that's like on the same scale as that, or at least that I've experienced so far. So as you can see, that smart plating is automatically going into the space elevator. And all of the biofuel that I took has been, reprocessed essentially. So we're gonna make more biomass, and then we can refill the storage container. What a time, man! It's so fun. Okay, so that's all the leaves. Let me select our next milestone real quick and knock that out.
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as Awesome. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the Awesome Resource Sink will grant Fixit coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
What am I telling you? It's so funny. Okay. So these assemblers are partially going offline because the rotors are taking forever, which is what I figured would happen eventually. Grab more of the screws. Is this one keeping up? Almost. Just toss more of the screws in each assembler. There we go. Yeah, I figured the iron rods and the iron plates were going to be fine. I almost want to make 2 storage containers for the screws, but I feel like it might be a bit too late now to rebuild that. But once we deal with the smart plating, once we get that knocked out, we can absolutely reconstruct some of this because it is a mess. This conveyor belt goes over to the copper, for example, and those haven't been on because of all the energy being taken up here. I don't want to make more than 2 biomass burners. What else we got here? Faster conveyor belts, faster lifts. Still just the biomass burner. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, this is funny to set up with limestone because you can make the limestone into concrete and then just send the concrete into the Awesome Sink. I've done that on my personal one, on like 3 or 4 different limestone sources. Because if we go over to where my limestone is over here, you don't need miles and miles of concrete like you need other resources. You need concrete, but not a crazy amount. So if we come over here, right? I've got what looks like about over 2,000 concrete so far. And over here, I have all of this limestone here and then a second container, because what I physically come over and do is grab it all out of these portable miners, and then I will just put it into the storage containers instead of hooking up the miner MK1 to the power. It's what I did on my personal one as well. I just had the portable miners mine the limestone, and then I would just craft it, or I would have another machine craft it. Because all you really need to do is convert it from limestone to concrete, and that's it. Right? It's not too intensive, and really, it doesn't take that much. And having it automatically be done over here is pretty solid. And then eventually you can split this off into the awesome sink and other things like that. But I'm going to leave it there for now. And the copper's just a copper, just kind of hanging out. Pod will be back in a minute, and then we can knock out this last milestone for this second level. I don't remember what it is after that, but I wanted to make sure I had enough prepared. Because I knew you guys did not want to be looking at this screen for the entire stream. Right? If you wanted to be looking at the screen for the entire stream, you're a liar. I appreciate you, but you're a liar. So if we select the milestone here, and then we just grab all the materials out of here. Oh, we don't have the rotors. Shoot. Okay. We definitely would have had enough by now if I hadn't been sending them into here. Okay. Yikes. Okay, that's a bit of a setback. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, we can just make our own rotors. Right, that's what we'll do. So we have enough cable, we have enough iron plates. We don't have enough iron plates. Yeah, we do. So the rotors, right? In order to make the rotors, we need the iron rods and the screws. The screws are going to be the problem. So what we'll need to do is throw the other materials in here and then just make screws. We can make 1,000 screws. Let's do it. We're going to wait until that rotor hits 50 or until that number starts going down. So we get to see this screen. I know you guys want to see it all the time. It's your favorite interface. Hey, Grease. Welcome back, I guess. Finally here for real this time. That's fine. You missed our little foray into the wild, where we got completely turned around. But we're just about to finish... What is this? We're about to finish Tier 2 of our milestones, and we built the space elevator. So we're working on completing Phase 1 of the space elevator as well. Ideally, we'll have both done. We'll have Tier 2, the milestones done, and Phase 1 of the elevator done. That's what I would. That is the goal for this stream, is to knock those out. And I think we'll be able to. We're pretty close. We just got to make 50 rotors, which sounds like a lot. The grand scheme of things, it's not. Okay. We have a lot of iron rods still being made, right? We can craft those into more screws. And I'm just trying to keep things as automated as I can while also crafting here, because we ran into this issue. I forgot that we needed the rotors. I think what I thought was, oh, I'll just make the rotors once I discover them with the assembler. I got distracted by the smart plating. Obviously, you can see this part of the game I've been thinking about. It's not like Subnautica where I'm jumping in blind for the first time. It's like, I at least this part of the game, I know. This is my third time going through this part of the game. I got it. We're good. So we're going to be at about 25 rotors we can make. So we're going to jump over to there in just a second. There we go. Let me go ahead and disconnect this conveyor belt, though. Just to do that, and then we can turn this off, which means we can turn this biomass burner off. Yeah. And that's just meaning that this assembler no longer has power when it's supposed to. The game's freaking out of like, oh, this assembler needs power. No, actually, we'll be fine. And I can just throw screws into here and have that continue making rotors as well. Make it a bit easier on myself. So I can make the screws, and then the machine can make the rotors. I think that would be a smarter, like more efficient way to do it. So that's that. How's everybody doing? I'm exhausted. Today has been a day. Today was the max amount of stuff I could do today. I did both jobs, max hours in a day, and I've been awake for 13 hours already. Well, 14 actually, because I have to get up at like 6:20, 6:30 in the morning. So yeah, like 14 hours. Yeah. Life, man. But it's an adventure. I mean, it could be a lot of different things, right? I'm just thankful for what I have, you know what I mean? I say this a lot in the Lethal Company stream we did, where I'm just thankful that I have friends that I can play with and all that stuff. Oh man, there's so many on YouTube. There's so many different shorts and things that I've posted on there from that, Lethal Company video. It's glorious. Okay, I'm gonna deviate from what I just said. We're gonna make the rotors over here as well. So we're not just gonna have the machine do it. We're also gonna do it. That way, we're both doing it. That way, we can just get rotors faster and get through this jump pads thing. Then we can turn the assemblers back on and get through this phase 1 before end of stream. So we got about 10 minutes. Well, 10 to 15 minutes. You guys know I like to try to wrap up by about 9. But we got started a minute or two later than I would have liked. Which happens, right? Life. But we can try to make up for it a little bit. So we got rotors over here, right? 8. So we got about 30. So we just got to make about 20 more. So is everything going into the machine? Yes. So the machine's fine. So now we grab our screws from here, grab our stuff from there. Now let's make more screws over here. So we need 20 more rotors. Let's not go too crazy. We can already make 8, so we don't really need that many more screws. Scratch that. Let's just go ahead and channel that in there. So we need 14 more smart plating. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put 18 in there, and then I can get rid of this. That way the iron plating, reinforced iron plates, will build up in here instead. Screws, as far as this one, they're just gonna have to deal with it. We're focusing on this right now. So the extra rotors are gonna go back into here, and I'll power it in a minute. That way we can get the phase 1 done. So we need, what does that say, 21 more? We're up to 9. Let's just keep crafting and wait till this little number gets to 21. We got plans. We got deals, you know? And so hopefully we can pull off phase 1 complete and tier 2 milestones done. That's the aim. That's the goal. It would have been so much easier if I hadn't gone off and gotten distracted. But that's very easy to happen in this game. It's just fun. You know, it's just a really enjoyable time. Unfortunately, it's not on sale like City Skylines was. Or maybe it is. Maybe I just missed something. Okay, so we're actually going down in rotors because we don't have any more iron rods. Do we have any extra iron rods in here? Probably. Yeah. We're going to take those. So we're just going to wait till that rotor gets to 21. And then we'll flip over there. All right. So now we're getting these rotors made, and then after that we will be done with our tier 2 milestones. These jump pads I used a lot back when I had to get over gaps. We just didn't have the resources to build bridges and ramps and foundations and all that. Now I just built a row of foundations where we're ready to go. But it was fun to have the jump pad experience first, right? It was fun to go through that problem solving process, and that's what this game is. It's just a giant labyrinth of problem solving and maximizing efficiency. All right, so that's done. Push the button. All right.
Milestone reached. The Fix-It jump pad combines high technology and innovation for optimized factory traversal and an ideal travel experience. Clarification. Ideal travel experience not guaranteed. Individual results may vary. Pioneers are responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad usage.
All right, so all we need is 14. Is that going to give it to us? 13. You suck. Okay, there it is. There's our last one. So we'll get a couple extra in there, and then we can cut this off too. There we go. Okay. And we're just going to make extra rotors and reinforced iron plates. Nothing wrong with doing that. And how is our screws storage container looking? Really good, actually. Okay, so we definitely could have split that into two and just done it that way instead of the silliness that I have in front of me here. Sorry, I'm getting momentarily distracted. Okay. Smart plating will hopefully be done. I might run out of time, though, on it. 2 per minute. No, we'll just barely get it. We'll just barely get it. Okay. So let me cut this conveyor belt off because that's all I want as far as in there. And biofuel's looking good. Pod's gonna come back in a minute. So yeah, we just gotta get the phase 1 done now because all of our milestones are done. So we're just kind of waiting now. So how you all enjoying me streaming the game so far? Channel overall, content overall. Obviously, let me know if there's anything else you all want to see. Oh, that's where the copper is. And then iron is empty. Right, because the iron just immediately gets used up. Okay. Let's go to the MAM. I think we can do some research here. Oh, I gotta grab all the stuff out of here.
This mushroom, dubbed bacon agaric due to its uncanny resemblance to raw bacon, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available. This semi-slug, now dubbed power slug, is early in its life cycle and has retained only part of its potential energy storage capacity, giving it its blue color. Power slugs are capable of extracting latent energy from their surroundings, including through a form of photosynthesis, and preserve it in their porous semi-crystalline shell over their lifetime. This explains why they rarely move after having found a suitable location. Mercer sphere analysis completed. Established local planetary signature of Massage 2. I will now assume you are an expert and judge your use of these technologies accordingly.
That's a lot of pressure. Oh, you're not going to read out the other ones? Oh, I can't just build a slew of them? Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Fine. Okay. So what other technologies can I get right now? That one, actually. Well, I need the screws. Oh, I can get the screws. I have the screws. And then I need 2 copper wire, which I can just grab some of the copper in here. Your boy's been busy. There we go.
Power slugs extract latent energy from their surroundings to sustain themselves. By tuning the object scanner to the particular potential energy signature, it is now able to locate them against the background environmental static.
I don't have an object scanner. Let's make that. What do I need to make it? More copper and screws. Okay. Okay, so that's enough of that. What was the other product? What was the other one I needed? Screws. What was it? Which one am I looking for? Oh, I need the equipment scanner. Whoops. Or object scanner, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, I can make a chainsaw while I'm here, too. Let me go ahead and make another one of these as well. Because I need that for something else. So let's go ahead and deposit everything that was in here. And I can put these. Well, I can show you guys how this works. Hold on. Let's put these in here. So I can come up like this, and I can look for certain items here. So let's say I want to look for power slugs. Well, that's disappointing. Okay. Okay. So I can only look for that. Why can I only look for that? Do I need one in my inventory, maybe? Yes. Interesting. Oh, still no Mercer spheres. Sorry. Power slugs. So it's telling me that there's one in that direction, I think. How do I... There we go. I thought it was off the same button. Never mind. All right, so put those back because we're about to be busy. We have 50 out of 50 on the space elevator. So let's do this. We're going to launch this to space. I want to see if there's any visual for securing container. I don't think there is. You guys ready for this?
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer
Oh,
Progress
God.
presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of project assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore and exploit for a better fix-it future.
All right, let's send it to space.
Phase 1 of Project Assembly completed. This is only the beginning of Project Assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder: not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and/or puppies. Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of Project Assembly.
See what I'm talking about with this writing? It means you're saving all life on Earth, including kittens and puppies. Oh, man. Okay, so we just unlocked a lot. I'm going to try to run through it real quick. Is this still... Oh, okay. It's still producing that. Let me get one. Just to, like, finish that bad boy off. Okay. Let's look at everything we unlocked. All the different milestones. So we got coal power, which is probably what I'm going to start with. Vehicular transport, which I haven't really messed with that much. Steel. And we get more inventory and equipment hand slots. And we get a stronger weapon. And then in Tier 4, we get more logistics. This is a lifesaver. Advanced steel production. So we get to mine resources quicker. That's what we need for the space elevator. I believe the other piece was where? The other piece is over here somewhere. Boom, there it is. We get hypertubes, which allow us to go a lot faster transporting around, and more power, including power storage, which would be nice. So where do we start? Well, I'm so glad you asked. We're starting with coal power. Because once we get this, we can set up where we don't need biofuel anymore. And pulling that off would be very, very nice. But we're not here to do that right now. We're here to save the day. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you all so much for watching. We completed Space Elevator Phase 1 and Tiers 1 and 2. When we see each other next, it'll be, well, in this game, I'll probably be a bit more ahead. I'll at least have more resources, because we're kind of at bare bones now because of all the stuff we use. Let's see. As I said, VOD's coming out tomorrow and Saturday. Maybe we'll do a video for Sunday and Monday. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how the cookie crumbles, if you will. And streams next week will be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as always. Hogwarts Legacy will be on Wednesday and Undecided on Tuesday. After next Wednesday, there will be no streams until that next Tuesday. That is the current plan. So I'm informing you all as early as possible. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to check out VODs on YouTube and other exciting video-made content. Repo and Schedule 1 should be on there next week. We will see. And with that, have a great night, everybody. Oh, before that, sorry. Thank you, Allie, Mort, Grease, and all the other lurkers out there for hanging out with me tonight. All right. Have a good night, everybody.